Alright, this video is for exam 2, page 6, section 1, and we'll be starting. Find the derivative of each of the following functions. Your answer should contain no negative exponents, but no other simplification necessary. So right here we have, for A, is f of x equals 1/3 x to the power of pi plus root negative x plus 1 minus 2x squared plus 1 over x plus 2 to the power of x minus 1. So first thing we're going to do is simplify this a little bit so it's a bit easier to take the derivative of. So 1/3 x can remain the same. It'll also help us visualize better. And root x of negative x plus 1 will be rewritten as negative x plus 1 to the power of 1/2. And the next part is going to be rewritten as, so if we split this function into 2, we add them together, it'll be the 2x squared over x plus 1 over x. We could cancel an x from the top and bottom, so we're gonna be left with 2x plus 1 over x plus 2x minus to the power of x minus 1. And now we'll take the derivative of this. So for this part, the first part, 1/3 x to the power of pi, we just take the pi, multiply it to the front, so we're going to be left with pi over 3, and then the new exponent will simply be pi minus 1. And that's all for the first part. The second part, we will be minus 1 over 2 root negative x plus 1, because when we multiply this down, the new exponent is going to be negative 1, negative 1/2. So we take it to the bottom and we multiply it by 1/2. So that's going to be, so we're going to be left with this. However, this is going to be negative because apart from this part, our function is inside the exponent. So we also have to take the derivative of the inside, which will be negative 1. So that's why our plus turned into a minus, because we're multiplying this by negative 1. And so the next part is going to be minus 2, because the derivative of 2x is just 2. And then for the next part, it's going to be plus 1 over x squared, because the root of 1 over x is negative 1 over x squared, and because there's a negative in front of here, we turn it into a positive. And the next part is going to be ln of 2 times 2 to the power of x, because the rules for a variable exponent is ln of the base times the original times derivative of exponent. And the derivative of the exponent in this case is just 1. So this is our answer for this part. And the last part is we just exclude it, because derivative of a constant is 0. So this is our answer for question A. Next up, B, g of x equals x times secant x minus cosine of tangent of x to the power of 4 minus inverse sine of 1 over x. Also, I almost forgot, I should put equals to for our previous equation. Almost forgot about that. Just to clarify, that is the derivative. Alright, so g prime of x in this case will be, okay, so the first part is going to be uv, so this is going to be the derivative first times the second and plus the first times derivative of the second. So this is going to be equal to 1 times secant x plus tangent x times secant x times x for the first part of the equation. The second part of the equation is going to be a chain rule. So in this case, it will be sine, because derivative of negative cosine is sine, so it'll be sine of tangent of x to the fourth, and then it's going to be times secant squared of x to the fourth times 4x to the third, and then for the last part, inverse of sine of 1 over x is going to be derivative of inverse sine times the inside. So derivative of inverse sine is going to be 1 over root 1 minus 1 over x squared times the derivative of 1 over x is negative 1 over x squared. And that is our answer for B. You can run out a bit of space, but yes, that is our answer. And now finally, C. h of x equals e to the power of negative x plus 2 plus natural log of cotangent of x minus log base 2 of 5x. So the first part is to take the derivative of e to the power of negative x plus 2. So h prime of x is equal to, so for the first part, ln of e is going to be equal to 1, so we don't need to write that down. We need to write this part, and then times derivative of the exponent, which is negative 1, because negative x plus 2 is negative 1. Now, the next part of the equation is ln of cotangent of x. So the derivative of a log is 1 over ln of base. So base of ln is e, so ln of e is 1, so now you need to write that down. And then the inside, which is cotangent, so cotangent of x. And then we need to do chain rules, so we're going to also multiply by derivative of cotangent of x, which is negative cosecant squared of x. And now for the last part, which is log base 2 of 5x. And so just with the last problem, we're going to do ln of 2 for the first part of log. And then we are going to put 5x times 5x specifically. And then we're going to do derivative of the inside because of chain rule. So times derivative of 5x is 5. And that is our answer for C. And that is the last question for on page 6 for this video. That'll be it.